Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How's everyone doing? Mental check, check, check. Mic 1, 2, 3. Check. Check. How's everybody doing today? All right. So today I wanted to share with you guys something that kind of just came to mind. Today I had a really long, productive day. I am exhausted, but it was well worth it. It was we had achieved a lot more than what we had expected, so it was a good day. However, it's still raining a lot here in NYC, but despite the rain, I kid you not, I was like, rain, you are not gonna bring me down today. So as soon as it slowed down, even though everything else is kind of wet and musty and just ain't nobody was trying to be out today. I took a walk on my way home from work, of course, enjoying the New York night lights, and perhaps I'll show you guys a clip of that. I took a walk. Normally I would take a bus to transfer to the train and transfer here. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for a walk. I had a nice long walk, and I walked all the way to the train station, which normally I would take a bus to do the transfer, but I walked all the way. It was just a little bit misty out, so it was enough for me. I didn't need to have an umbrella, and I went for a walk, and I really had this moment where I was like, you know what, this is what it's all about. It's about slowing down and really just being present in the moment and taking the time to appreciate the little things, you know? And I came to this moment where I was like, like, what is it that you really want? You know what I mean? What is it that you really want? You gotta ask yourself that. It's such a simple question, but if it's so simple, why is it sometimes so hard to answer? Okay, checkmate. So as I was walking, and literally, you know what I mean, just when they say, you know, take time to smell the roses or smell the flowers, that's exactly what I was doing. Not literally smelling the flowers, okay? I think, like, not trying to go in someone's garden and start smelling their flowers. The point I'm trying to make is I was so present that I was noticing, yes, the little plants that was on the street, the trees, the moon, the sky, the night lights, all these little stuff. Okay, if y'all think it's too corny, yes, you can click out. But if y'all are interested, come on in, bring it in, and welcome to Chris's world, because we're here to chat. And for those of you who know me, who have been a long-time subscriber, know me on YouTube or know me on a personal level, y'all know we're not just here talking minimalism, because we get the juicy stuff, we get to chit-chatting, okay? Because this is real life. We talk about real life things that you may or may not be able to relate to in some days, or, you know, or all the time, or none at all, and you just enjoy watching me. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But anywho, so I was enjoying the walk, and I wasn't walking super slow, but of course it was taking everything in. It was really nice. And you might be wondering, Chris, what does this have to do with minimalism? You enjoyed your night, you had a good day. What does this have to do with minimalism? Well, let me tell you. So if you have a pen and pencil, if you want to take notes, go ahead. But we about to get into it. All right? So, how this relates to minimalism is, one, to slow down. Minimalism, as we know it, starts with the stuff. It starts with the stuff. You start decluttering, you sell, you donate, you give away, you trash your things. And once, let's say you've done the work and then you've done all of that, then what's left? And you're like, okay, now what? I have a clean house, I have a clean room, I feel lighter physically. Now what? That's the real question. Now you get to the core. And once you get to the core, which means You, your soul, your heart, what's in your mind, what's the engine, what's the gasoline that makes the engine go forward. That's what it really comes down to. So let's say you want to say, oh, it's like finding meaning in life or finding your purpose. Yes and no. The reason why I say that is because we can really get into it, right? And say, okay, what's the purpose of all of this really? Why are we here on earth? What is our purpose? And if we are here, why don't we stay here? You know, we're given a certain amount of time. If you're lucky enough, you get to live 100 years old and then you move on. Or do you move on, or that's the end? That's a topic for another day. But for the purpose of this topic right now, it's like, and then you're done with this life, right? And then new generation comes, and then the generation after, and then the generation after, and so on and so forth. But while we're here, on our time here on earth, even if you don't really get to find the true answers, you want to at least get close to it. You want to make the best out of it, right? You want to live your life to the fullest. Because before you know it, good God, even me, myself, I'm like, where did the time go? Where did the time go? But you want to be able to say that and say, dang, where did the time go? Is because you're having a blast. You're having a good time. And you can say, you know what? I had a meaningful life. Good run, and I was able to live in such a way that I think I felt like I lived my purpose, right? Oh, we're about to get into it. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to make just, a shorter version of my longer YouTube videos that I normally post, whether weekly or what I'm starting to do weekly, because I think that's really important. Once you've gotten rid of all the worldly things, material things, what's really left? And that's something you really do have to ask yourself. If you can look in a mirror and say, hey, what do I want? You got to start with, what do you value? What do you value? Or what is something that you can do that makes you go, dang, time flew? That's how you know you're enjoying yourself. Let's say you love to paint. Your talent is in painting and you love to paint. You're painting. Next thing you know, 3 hours pass by and you're like, whoa, where did the time go? You don't notice the time because why? You're enjoying what you're doing. Or when you're hanging out with your best friend and you're hanging out with your family, you're hanging out with the people that you really care about. You're like, man, oh my God, I gotta go home. Where did the time go? Whenever you find yourself in a moment where you have to ask yourself, man, where did the time go? Those are the things and the situations that you have to keep in mind. Those are the things you need to focus on. If you find yourself asking, where did the time go? When you're painting, when you're with your friends, with the people you care about, when you're working out, whatever your hobbies are, knitting, cross stitch, you name it. Whatever it is that you do, and you find yourself asking, oh man, where did the time go? Those are the things that you need to always be doing and should always find time to be doing. Yes, we have to work. Gosh darn it. You have to work. In the meantime, while you're living in society, right, we have to work because we want to keep a roof over our heads. We want to feed the engine so we can keep going. Right? We need to get by and we need to be able to sustain our lifestyle, whatever that is for you. But always, even in these small moments, find time to do the thing that you love the most and less of the things that you don't. Like I said, work is work, right? We all have to do it. Well, at least if you are going to be in a job or a career, make sure it's the closest thing to at least something that you do enjoy. Maybe it's not the perfect job because maybe you're not a boss and you have a boss above you. But it has to be at least close enough to at least you're in a healthy environment where you can, it's not so dreading to get up in the morning. You look at your alarm clock and you want to press snooze like 5 times before you actually drag yourself out of bed. That's what I love about minimalism, guys, because it's not just about the stuff. It starts with the stuff. But once you've gotten rid of all the things, all the garbage, all the crap, and you've pared down your belongings, and you're left with whether the essentials or just the things that really bring value into your life, then it's time to reflect on you. And that's the most important thing. Do less of the things that you don't like, do more of the things that you love. That's what it's really all about. And you want to be able to have that not just for a day, but for a lifetime. You want to make it a lifestyle. And you want to be able to bring that on to the next generation, whether you have a family and you have children or you have friends. You know, family is, comes in different shapes and forms. So that's it, guys. I wanted to make it short. I didn't want to drag you on on a video that was going to be too long for you to fall asleep to. I just want to share this quick and hopefully meaningful message to someone who may needed to hear it today. Just know you're trying. It's good enough. I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done. But did you try today? Give yourself a pat on the back. That's where it starts. You have to start somewhere. Anywho, if y'all like this type of content, y'all know what it is, what time it is. Click like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have some suggestions, something you want to see, or you can put a little bit of your own input, I'd love to hear it. Comment down below. In the meantime, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and if you're in the Philippines, maayong buntag, maayong udto, maayong hapon, ug maayong gabi. Salamat sa pagtanaw sa akong YouTube video. Everyone, I want you to have fun. Try to find that joy. Be happy. Be safe while you're at it. And live life to the fullest. Hope to see you guys next time. So this is me here enjoying my night stroll. Oh, there's just something about Christmas lights. I could have them all year round, and they give you that feeling of how you feel during the holidays. It's just so warm and loving. And here we go, guys, taking the time to slow down. It may not be roses, but they are beautiful plants. So I did actually take my time to appreciate them. Oh, what a beautiful night. And here's some beautiful art that I saw as well. Sleep tight. Thanks for watching, guys.